Hello and welcome, I'm Rishika Baruah. You're watching me on youtube.com/NDTV. Let's bring you up to speed with the top story of the hour. Since yesterday, the top story continues to be Yes Bank. Remember, it's not just markets that are crumbling. It's not just the Yes Bank stock that has fallen, but thousands and lakhs of people who have accounts in Yes Bank, whether it is corporate accounts, current accounts, or whether it is people who've invested their life savings, stand affected, as there are several question marks now over the future of the bank. The RBI, though, has stepped in. They've taken over the board of the bank. A moratorium has been imposed for a period of 30 days. The RBI governor has said that a withdrawal limit of 50,000 rupees has been set. So if you are somebody who has an account in Yes Bank, then over the course of the next 30 days, you can only withdraw 50,000 rupees. We want to not sound alarmist, but both the finance minister and the RBI governor have given assurances at this point that the bank has not gone bankrupt, that what they have essentially done, the RBI takeover of the bank, the moratorium for 30 days, is in a certain sense to bring back stability in Yes Bank. It is, of course, a very large private bank, the fourth largest private bank, and it does continue, like I said, to affect lakhs of people. So let me direct you to our website ndtv.com, where you will find all the top updates on the story. Now, the SBI, which is good news coming in, has shown interest in buying 49% stake in the crisis-hit Yes Bank. What are the top 10 points that we're tracking? The most important development here is Finance Minister today. She spoke outside of Parliament and then she addressed a press conference as well, where she has assured, the bottom line of everything that she has said is that she is assuring depositors of Yes Bank, if you're a customer of Yes Bank, the Finance Minister of the country is assuring you that in 30-day period, there will be a resolution to the crisis in Yes Bank. So whether that has actually infused sentiment and whether people are actually believing in what the finance minister is saying is, of course, a question at this moment that needs to be answered. But let me just bring you up to speed with the top 10 developments on this story. Like I said, after RBI suspended the Yes Bank's board for a period of 30 days, the withdrawal limit of 50,000 has been imposed. We've talked about that. This withdrawal limit is now applicable till April the 3rd. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said that it's not like the Yes Bank matter has come up yesterday. Now, this is the other crucial thing that the Finance Minister has said to try and not make people very nervous. She says that the RBI, as well as the Government of India, have been monitoring the Yes Bank situation over a period of time, and the takeover is essentially a part of several measures that have already been employed by the government. Now, the top 10 things that you need to know as far as this story is concerned is that there is a draft reconstruction plan for the crisis-ridden Yes Bank that has in fact been put in place by the RBI. The RBI has said that the SBI has expressed willingness to invest and that the bank's capital does not in fact stand altered. Now, addressing a press conference, like I said, the finance minister said that she's asked the RBI to look into the difficulties and the role that has also been played by individuals. So one of the crucial things that Nirmala Sitharaman has said today is that it's not just the revival of the bank, which is a priority for the government, but she's also claimed that there will be an investigation into the role that has been played by individuals in this particular bank's crisis. So it's the other big development that we're tracking in the story is detailing about the riskier lending the bank undertook. Nirmala Sitharaman has said that the Yes Bank has lent very highly to stressed companies. Now, she also named these stressed companies. She's talked about SL, she's talked about Vodafone, she's talked about mentioned Anil Ambani. So those are some of the stressed companies. So Yes Bank had exposure to stressed Anil Ambani Group, SL Group, Vodafone, DHFL and ILNFS since prior to 2014. This is something that the finance minister said. Now, there have been questions as well that have been asked by several individuals, because people believe that the lending of the bank actually increased exponentially after 2014. So is it then fair to blame the previous government for the problems that Yes Bank is facing today? So those, of course, some of the criticisms that have come in against the finance minister. She's added that since 2017, the central bank has noticed that there have been governance issues, there have been compliance issues at Yes Bank. The basis that a new CEO was also appointed for a quote-unquote clean-up process of the bank. The finance minister once again assuring depositors that their funds in Yes Bank are safe, deposits and liabilities will continue unaffected. So the 30-day moratorium period is something that the government claims will affect depositors, of course, but she does claim that depositors needn't worry because the bank has not gone bankrupt. Yes Bank shareholders suffered huge, of course, losses in trade. The stock of Yes Bank fell by 60% points, by 60% today. It was trading as low as 15 rupees towards around 1 p.m. this afternoon. So that, of course, has been extremely troubling. The stock finally closed at 56% down, and the closing rate was 16 rupees 20 pesos. So that's as far as the Yes Bank stock is concerned. If you're someone who's invested in the stock, that's, of course, a story that will concern you. Now, meanwhile, while, of course, we're talking about the market impact of the story, we're talking about government action, what continues to be the focus for us here at NDTV is the human impact of the story. Now, there are lakhs of you who are depositors in the bank who at this moment are questioning what happens. And today there was pandemonium, there was panic after the withdrawal limit was set at 50,000 rupees. We saw across the length and breadth of the country, our reporters had fanned out across key areas from Assam, Bangalore, Lucknow, Delhi, Mumbai. We got you stories of people who've been queuing up outside Yes Bank ATMs. Now, two problems have emerged. One is, of course, the fact that there are certain ATMs that are cash strapped. So certain ATMs are running dry, which is the first problem. And the second problem, of course, has been that there are extremely long queues outside both banks as well as Yes Bank ATMs. But having said that, lastly, solution is being worked on to revive Yes Bank well before the moratorium period. So that is the assurance that is coming in from the government. It's going to be a top focus story for us, so you can catch all the updates about the Yes Bank story, every development, every statement, and of course the impact on the ground here on ndtv.com as well as on youtube.com/ndtv. Now, the other big story that continues to be a focus for us is, of course, the coronavirus. Now, coronavirus is a story that impacts each and every person, and as we know, the death toll has in fact risen to over 3,000 individuals worldwide. The virus has spread to 80 countries, and in India currently we're reporting 31 cases of the coronavirus. Now, it's important here to note that the health ministry, the government, has reiterated time and time again that you needn't panic. I'd like to just tell our viewers that the latest case is coming from Ghaziabad, which essentially means that there is the highest concentration of cases here in the national capital. But having said that, out of the 31 cases that we're reporting in India, there are Italians. 16 of them are Italians, along with the one Indian driver who accompanied them, unfortunately, in contact with the virus. There are, however, I'd like to highlight this, 3 cases from Kerala of individuals who have recovered. So there is a high recovery rate. You will, of course, be kept in isolation for a period of 14 days or longer till you are cured of the virus. And but there is a very high rate of people who are being cured. Now, if you are above the age of 60, then the recovery time may be faster, and then the disease has, as we've seen in China as well, proven to be fatal. But if you are a fit individual and you have no reason to worry, even if you have contacted the virus. Now, what is important to note is that there are several myths. Every cough and cold and common flu is not the coronavirus. If you have the symptoms of a flu, you have to have a history of travel to a COVID-19 affected country in order to be able to even want to be tested for the coronavirus, or you have to have contact with a person who has either traveled to one of these countries or has been in contact with an affected person. So the travel history is extremely important. Remember, this is a time in most parts of the country where the weather is changing. We're going in from winter into slightly warmer temperatures, and many people contact the flu as a result of weather change. But every flu, every common flu does not mean that it is the coronavirus. The symptoms, though, are awfully similar. So there has been advisories that have been issued by the health ministry. You can go and look at several of those advisories on our website. We've put them out. We're running the helpline number on the TV channel as well as on the website. I'd just like to tell our viewers, if you suspect that you have the symptoms of the coronavirus, you also suspect that you may have contacted it either through travel to a COVID-19 affected country, or you've come in contact with someone who's been diagnosed, or you've come in contact with someone who's traveled, well, first thing you need to do is that you needn't panic. Stay home, stay in self-quarantine, and call up the ministry helpline number. Somebody will come to you for help. They will guide you as to what the nearest center is, and it's a very simple test that you have to undergo. It's essentially a swab test, where there is a nasal sample and a throat sample that's taken. It's not even a blood test. There's no complicated testing procedure. And of course, until and unless the test results don't come, you will have to be kept in either home quarantine or quarantine in a hospital based on the discretion of the physician. So this is the other big update that we have for you, which is as far as COVID-19 is concerned. 31 cases that have been tested positive, 3 cases that have also been cured. So currently, actually, the tally of people affected in the country by COVID-19 in this vast country is only 28 individuals. There are several other tests that are being conducted, and there are chances that the numbers may rise, but the Ministry of Health Affairs is also very confident of being able to contain the numbers. Now, just to, we've talked about Yes Bank and coronavirus, but also to tell our viewers that there are other stories that are trending, which is the fact that actor Kareena Kapoor Khan is finally on Instagram, and that has created quite the sensation. So if you're a Kareena Kapoor fan, that's good news for you. You can go onto Instagram and check out her profile. We have the detailed story here on ndtv.com. It's also been a very proud day as two of our colleagues, Nidhi Razdan and Naseer Masoodi, have in fact won honors and accolades for their Kathua coverage. They win the IPA Award for Excellence in Journalism today. So very proud day here for the entire team at NDTV and for you, of course, as our viewer and our biggest support system. And I would also like to tell our viewers that we are starting a new campaign here at NDTV, which is called India is One. And this is a campaign, of course, which isn't about divisiveness or hate. This is a campaign about upholding the values of India, about upholding the values of our constitution. And you can participate in this campaign. This campaign is about you. So send us your videos. There are details up on the website as well as on our television channels, which will give you the WhatsApp number. You can send us your video, your India is One story. What does India is One mean to you? What does the unity in diversity of this country mean to you? Do share your stories. We also have an email address, and you can ndtv.com/indiaisone is the email address, and you can also email us with your videos and your experiences of India is One. This is an extremely crucial campaign for us here at NDTV in the light of the unprecedented violence that Delhi has seen. 53 people dead, thousands displaced, so many still injured. This is an extremely important campaign. And today, I'd just like to end this video by telling you that the weather is beautiful. If you're in the national capital, it's been raining. This is the second day in a row. But do spare a thought. Do spare a thought for those hundreds of people who've been affected by the riots, who are living in relief camps. Now, many of these camps have been inundated with water, and people's bedding, mattresses, etc. have been wet. It's been raining in the capital for the second day in a row now. So if you are stepping out and breathing some fresh air and enjoying the weather, do spare a thought and do contribute to the cause of those who are living in relief camps. That's it for now. This is, of course, the India is One campaign. I would once again like to urge you, have a look at the campaign. Tell us what you love about India and its unity and diversity. You can post your message here on the website, ndtv.com as well. Or you can send us a WhatsApp with a video message on 9910668811 and upload a video as well. So this is, of course, the campaign, and join the campaign. We'll be very happy to hear from you, and we look forward to your participation in the campaign. That's it from me. Thank you for watching.